Okay, Johnny, pick a card and that'll decide what we're playing today.
Eeny, meeny, never mind, just take this one.
Escape Goat! We're playing Goat format! Taking it back to everyone's favorite old school format. Are you excited, Johnny?
Always. Bit more slower gameplay, the stuff we are used to when we were younger.
All battle phase, no hand traps. That's the good old stuff, am I right?
This time I go first. You called that last time. I think it's just fair.
You were too quick.
My card. And it is a beautiful one. I'll start my turn in the main phase, of course, with my top deck for turn, Graceful Charity. Graceful Charity is one of the best cards of all time. Lets me draw 3 cards, but I do have to discard 2 afterwards.
That's a great card to start with.
I'll start by just pitching a Book of Moon and a Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke.
Oh, we got warriors. Very cool.
Yes, and I already said last time that this is one of my favorites, and sometimes playing a dinky monster on the first turn, not knowing what the other one will do, is a bit risky, but not if your dinky monster can defeat anyone. I'll summon my Sasuke Samurai number 4, and for anyone that doesn't know this card, it says, if this card battles a monster, toss a coin and call heads or tails before damage calculation. If you call it right, destroy the opponent's monster with this attack. Yeah, he can basically win against anything as long as it's just battle. And you can attack him if you want to run the risk. I'll set 2 cards face down and I'll pass it over to you.
I can't attack that. It's got infinite attack points.
Technically. Actually, it has half of infinite because it's 50%, but half of infinite, still infinite. So.
That's, whoa. You're blowing my mind here. I am not a mathematician, that's why I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna draw for my turn. Ooh, and what a draw it is. It's only fair you started with Graceful Charity. So I might as well start with the next best thing, Pot of Greed! Pot of Greed allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck.
I would reckon to say that maybe if they were swapped, they were better. I think this card is better in my deck, and this one might be better in yours.
I would have loved some free discard. So now my hand is looking nice and healthy. Let's see. You got 2 back row.
Yeah.
How do I feel about that?
Anxious.
A little bit anxious, a little bit worried, a little bit scared. So, you know, with these 2 extra cards I drew, I think I'm gonna activate a Heavy Storm. This destroys all the spell and trap cards on the field, which is great because I don't have any right now.
Now there's a big question here.
No way you judgment my Heavy Storm, right? For 1 card? To keep 1 card?
Yeah, that's the question. Is that 1 card worth half my life points?
I would be very scared if it was. That's a bad sign for me.
This hurts so much. But I think my, as you called it, Judgment and my Mirror Force are going.
Yeah, those are 2 very good cards.
But I mean, Sasuke Samurai doesn't need any of those because...
Infinite attack.
Infinite attack!
I don't quite have a great way to deal with your Sasuke Samurai, surprisingly. So I think I'm gonna just draw some more cards. We're gonna activate Upstart Goblin. This card lets me draw a card and gives Johnny 1,000 life points. So I will draw my card. I will very unsuspiciously set a monster.
Okay.
And set a spell or trap for the famous T set. I still can't believe you disrespected in the last video by not doing a T set properly. This is how it's done, and I'll pass my turn.
It was cursive T set, okay? I'll draw, and everything went according to plan. Maybe not the Heavy Storm, but Sasuke Samurai with his battle prowess always makes people quiver in fear, setting their stuff in face-down defense position.
No!
And falling right into my trap.
It can't be!
Of Nobleman of Crossout.
Oh god.
I go to the main phase and activate Nobleman of Crossout, who says destroy 1 face-down monster card and remove it from play. If the monster card has a flip effect, both players must remove all monster cards of the same name from their respective decks and remove them from play. The decks are then shuffled.
I can't believe you got me with Crossout. You hit my Gravekeeper Spy!
Oh, one of the best targets.
This card is so good. It has the flip effect that you can special summon a Gravekeeper's monster with 1,500 or less attack from your deck, which means you actually get the second effect of Crossout, and I have to get rid of all of my Gravekeeper Spies.
Everything going according to Keikaku.
That's 1 there. And here's the 3rd one. They're all gone. And you have to prove to me that you have no Gravekeeper Spies in your deck, right?
Well, yeah, with that, there's only one card between me and success. And I don't know, there's another thing we don't have in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. It's called, I think, Player Ignition Priority or something like that. You know, you have to remind me. But I'd like to normal summon Breaker the Magical Warrior. He gets a counter, and that counter gives him 300 extra attack. But I can also use it and target one spell trap on the field and destroy it. And I would like to use my Ignition Priority to use his effect and destroy whatever you have set there.
That is right. Back in the day, for those who don't know, monsters with ignition effects actually had the chance to use them when they're summoned before your opponent could respond. So if I wanted to activate, say, a bottomless trap hole or something, Johnny actually gets the chance to destroy it before I can activate it. But it doesn't even matter in this case. It's a Mystical Space Typhoon. It's not gonna be a big deal.
I mean, for a bottomless trap hole, he would still die. But for example, if that's a Raigeki break there,
it's
then,
true. Yep. You know, there's a lot of cards that it matters a lot for. That's why Valor was so much worse when it came out, right? Effect Valor, you would they'd summon like a rescue rabbit, and then it would just kill itself to use its effect, and you wouldn't have time to Valor it. It was crazy.
That makes Breaker one of the best cards in the format. I'd like to go to Battle Phase.
I'm wide open.
Playing around Gorse here, obviously, in Goat. I'll attack with 1200 first and then with 1600 after.
That's a whole lot of damage coming my way.
And then I'd like to go to main phase 2. I'll set one face down card. And I'll pass my turn.
I would have loved to MST that card when you said it, but that's too bad for me, I guess.
Just don't dark hole me, okay?
We'll see. I draw for my turn. Well, there's no real reason not to do this, so I would like to activate the effect of my Thunder Dragon. I can discard him to the graveyard to add 2 Thunder Dragons to my hand. Now you might think, why is that useful? Why would you ever want to do that? But basically, it's just free card advantage. You know, there's a lot of cards in this format, like Delinquent Duo, or, you know, things that make you discard. And it also gets a light monster into my graveyard, in case that might matter later. Who knows?
Why would that matter?
No idea. Next up, 2 can play your little Breaker game. I would like to normal summon Breaker the Magical Warrior. He'll get his counter. And with Ignition Priority, I would like to destroy your spell or trap card.
All of my grade 1-off traps. This is my Torrential Tribute.
Ah, you don't want to use that?
No.
You sure?
I think I'm good.
There's nothing else to do but go to the battle phase.
Question is, do you trade or do you risk it?
Do I dare hit your Sasuke Samurai? I think I do. I think I'm feeling dangerous today. Let's give it a shot. So I call it?
I call it. We have the Ojamas for heads, and we have the Konami sign for tails. And, well, as we all know, tails never fail. Yes!
No!
What a fool! Sasuke Samurai! Poke him to death!
I might be in big trouble here, actually. My Breaker will go to the graveyard.
He didn't believe, but I believe in Sasuke.
I can see why you love that card so much.
Yeah.
You've killed my monster. That's very upsetting.
You killed it. I had nothing to do with that.
I killed my own monster.
Yes.
So I would like to set a card face down and pass the turn.
Pesky sets. I'll draw one card, and it makes me smile just as much as it smiles itself. I will activate Pot of Greed.
No!
You know, getting back on that 2-for-1 that you had earlier, I'll draw 2 cards. Whew. Now the question is that a live back row? Is that, I don't know, something that's supposed to get me scared?
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a trap card. It could be another MST. It could be a monster card, and I'm playing like Infernity style. And you know, if you hit it, I'll just concede the game.
Well, I think I will see what it is in a second, because I will normal summon Don Zalug.
That's a good one.
Don Zalug actually says that if he inflicts battle damage to my opponent, I can either discard one random card from your hand or send the top 2 cards of your deck to your graveyard. I do not think I want to mill you just so that you can set up chaos monsters even better, but discarding cards from your hand sounds good. So I'll go to battle phase, and I'll attack for 12.
That pesky Sasuke Samurai. I have pretty much no choice but to take 1200 here.
Then I'll attack for 14.
And that one is a little bit more upsetting. I will activate Raigeki Break. Raigeki Break lets me discard a card to target a card on the field and destroy it. So I can discard my Thunder Dragon to destroy your Danzalug. I turned one card into 2 cards, so I could discard it. And look at that. It was like basically free.
Yep, and Danzalug technically still did what he wants to do. He discarded a card out of your hand. Sadly, not a good one, but I'm fine with that trade. And then I'll poke you again with the breaker that could already be gone, but you just disrespected my Sasuke Samurai too much.
I deserve it. I can't lie. I take the 16.
So that's 28. And with that, I'm not going to do the Infernity Play, and I'm just going to end my turn.
I need something good here. Let's draw a card. We're going to activate a very cool card called Snatch Steal. So this equips to a monster that my opponent controls, and I take control of the equipped monster, and then during each of Johnny's standby phases, he will get 1,000 extra life. I'm just giving you like buckets of life points here.
Yes.
But I have to try to win this game somehow. So I would like to take your breaker, the Magical Warrior.
Why don't you take the Sasuke? He has infinite attack.
Because I have a plan for your stupid Sasuke. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm going to normal summon Tsukuyomi. Tsukuyomi has the effect that it can't be special summoned and it returns to my hand during the turn it's normal summoned or flipped face up. But when it's normal summoned or flipped face up, I can flip a face up monster into face down defense position. So I would like to flip your Sasuke face down, and guess what he doesn't have? Infinite defense points.
You don't know that. Maybe I squiggled an infinity symbol on there.
This ain't Sharpie Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to the battle phase, and Breaker is going to attack your Sasuke Samurai.
You did good. You did very good.
See you hopefully never again, Sasuke Samurai. And then I would like to attack you for 1100.
Yeah. I'm still saying you could have done the same play the other way around, and you could have had an infinite attack monster on your side of the field.
Like I said, I'm just tired of looking at him. I just wanted him gone. After the pain he caused me, I'd rather take the Breaker.
Okay.
So I'll go to my end phase, and I will return Tsukuyomi to my hand.
Okay, I will draw a card.
Is this the part where I have to remind you you gain 1,000 life points?
Oh yeah.
I wish I didn't have to say that, but...
I wish I drew a spell for turn, because if that were the case, you'd be dead. Because I actually have Chiron, the mage.
Ooh.
If I discard a spell card, I can target a spell trap on the field and destroy it. That would have been lethal.
Yeah.
Sadly, I did not draw a spell card, so I'll just go to battle and run over my own Breaker.
That will happen, and I will take 200 damage.
Yes. But what I did draw was another card I can set face down. That could be a spell. I mean, and maybe I just BM here, or it is a trap, or a monster that I set in the spell trap zone. But yeah, I'll just pass with this.
It's not looking great. It's not looking great. Let's
You
draw.
have more cards than me.
I do have more cards than you, and I did just get a pretty good card.
Okay, I don't like hearing that.
I love hearing that. We're going to banish a light and a dark from our graveyard, being our Thunder Dragon and our Breaker the Magical Warrior, to summon, not the good one, but the kind of good one, Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay.
Chaos Sorcerer is special summoned by banishing a light and dark from grave, and once during my turn, I can remove from play one face-up monster on the field. But if I do that, I can't attack with him in the same turn. So with ignition priority, I would like to banish your Chiron.
That is fine.
And it seems that's my turn.
I'll draw for turn.
No. What is it? Not like this.
Remember what you called this one?
Not the good one, but the kind of good one?
Well, let me tell you, my deck also plays the good one.
Well, I thought you weren't doing chaos stuff. I thought you were doing warrior stuff. No, come on.
Guess what he is?
That is true.
a warrior from my hand by banishing a light in the dark with my Sasuke Grandmaster and my Breaker the Magical Warrior. I will summon Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. He kind of is like the Chaos Sorcerer. He can also only be summoned by banishing a light in the dark from the graveyard. And once per turn I can activate one of these two effects. Either target a monster on the field and banish it, and he cannot attack, similar to the Chaos Sorcerer. But also, if he attacks and destroys an opponent's monster by battle, he can attack again. So he can kill quite quickly. But just to rub a little bit of salt in the wound, I would like to normal summon my Exiled Force and use my Ignition Priority to destroy him and your Chaos Sorcerer.
No way. That's so BM. That's so bad-mannered. Come on, Johnny.
Chaos Ball Lightning Sword Attack! Go, BLS!
Rematch, rematch, rematch! All right, I'm starting. No Sasuke Samurai BS this time. We're playing for real.
No Sasuke Samurai BS. Well, why do you think I'm playing a warrior deck?
I'm going to draw a card to start my turn. And I liked your opening move so much, I think I'd like to do it as well. I'm gonna play Graceful Charity.
It's much better in your deck, so that's okay.
I will draw 3 cards and discard 2. I think it's going to be my Tsukuyomi again, and my Sinister Serpent.
That is a good discard.
That's gonna come up a little bit later. Next, I will set a monster face down.
Presence of Sasuke Samurai still putting fear in this man.
And are you ready for this? 4 spells and traps face down. Try to get through this. No heavy storms allowed. It's your turn.
Well, I'll let you know that this was a very, very good play, because had you kept any more cards in your hand, that would have been detrimental, because I'll go to main phase and I'll activate my Delinquent Duo.
Come on, bro. I have 1 card and you're still gonna do it?
Yeah, it's most likely a monster. Maybe it's a Chaos monster. Delinquent Duo reads that I pay 1,000 life points. Oh, first damage taken. Oh. And my opponent discards 1 random card from their hand. But if he had more than 1 card, he also has to discard another card of his choice. Well, luckily you only have 1 card, so this is a 1-for-1 by paying 1,000.
And I will lose my card destruction. With an empty hand, I wasn't really looking to play that anyway.
Yeah, no, that was one of the worst Delinquent Duos of all time, I'd say.
Clip that! Somebody clip that!
Next up, I'd like to see if you have a Solemn Judgment set to protect your Gravekeeper's Spy. Because I'll activate a Noble Man of Crossout again.
How does this happen? How does this keep happening? There's no way. I do have all these cards set.
And no more monsters, potentially.
And potentially no monster. Is it worth Judgment? Is it really worth it? If one of these cards is Judgment, I mean, is it worth it? You never know. We're gonna do it. We're gonna activate Solemn Judgment.
Bing, 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 bing!
I'm going to pay half my life to negate basically any card that you could play or whatever. That it's just a big no button for half my life. Half my life gone, just like that.
And now I will take the rest. I will normal summon Sasuke Samurai number 4!
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my freaking mind, Johnny.
I'll go to battle phase.
Before we leave main phase,
Okay.
I have a sneaky trap.
Okay.
I would like to activate my Jar of Greed, which allows me to draw 1 card.
Oh, getting punished for that Delinquent Duo.
And I would like to chain my Jar of Greed to draw an additional card.
No!
So I will draw 2 cards, and you may continue.
I would still like to attack.
Oh, I'm sure you would. But what if I were to activate Regeki Break? Once again, discarding a card, it will be a Gravekeeper Spy. to destroy your Sasuke
Maybe
Samurai.
I called it right and he drew both of them.
Maybe.
Sasuke Samurai is just way too threatening.
He is. I'm never letting that card stay on the field ever again. Not a chance.
Well, then I'll just go to main 2. I'll set 1 card and I'll end my turn.
And I'll draw for mine. I would like to trigger the effect of my Sinister Serpent in my graveyard, which, if it's in my graveyard during my standby phase, I can add it back to my hand. Once again, that's just pure card advantage.
If you had cards that let you discard, but we'll see.
It's, we're working on it. I'm going to flip summon my Dekoichi, the Battle Chanted Locomotive. Ooh, so cool.
That's a good staple.
He has the flip effect to draw a card, and then you draw an additional card for each face-up Boikoichi, which, I mean, we don't play that card, we just want to draw one.
It's like a 501 vanilla
Yeah,
red machine card.
Does nothing, so we will draw our 1 card. Oh my god, he's gonna keep going. I would like to discard my Thunder Dragon to add 2 Thunder Dragons to my hand.
Okay, so Thunder Dragon, and a Serpent.
Yep.
So most of that hand does nothing. But there's 2 more cards that are threatening potentially.
You never know. Are we sure this is GOAT? I'm feeling like this is like a modern combo going off right here. But,
Yep.
I wonder what your back row is.
I think the proof that this is GOAT is because a nobleman of Crossout just got Judgment.
That is true. That's the most GOAT play of all time. Let's go to the battle phase.
Okay.
Let's hit you for 14.
I'm going to get run over by a train.
That sounds great. And we'll go main 2 and set a monster face down. Could be anything.
Anything.
But it's not going to get cross-outed, so that's what I care about. It's your turn.
I'll draw for turn. That face down there, I mean, how many cards do you have left?
I still have 4 cards in my hand.
Yeah, so 3 of them are dead, kind of, right now. There's 1 potentially good card. I am just going to normal summon my Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer.
That's a good card.
Kaiku says, every time if this card damages my opponent's life points, I can banish up to 2 cards from my opponent's graveyard. Also, as long as this card is face up on the field, my opponent cannot banish cards or remove cards from their graveyard. So it's kind of, technically, it's just a chaos counter. You have 1 light and 2 darks in your graveyard, and I don't want you to drop any chaos monsters. I'd like to go to battle phase and attack your Dekoichi with my Kaiku.
Yes, sir.
Now that Kaiku has dealt 400 points of damage, I would like to get rid of that 1 light in your graveyard.
That's smart.
Thunder Dragon and Tsukuyomi, because I think your 2 flip monsters in your graveyard are not going to do that much, but Tsukuyomi still has revival potential, maybe. I hope that there is not too much value. I will set 1 card face down and I'll pass my turn.
1800's pretty big.
Yes.
That might be a problem for me. Let's see. I'm going to activate Snatch Steal again. I would like to take your Kaiku.
You can have it.
Yeah? You don't care? You don't mind?
I mean, I do mind that you take my Kaiku, but he deals 800 damage a turn, so...
Yeah, plus minus, it's only like 800, but let's try to add to that a little bit. We're gonna flip summon Gravekeeper Spy. I actually get the effect this time, woohoo!
That does add up quite quickly.
So we are going to special summon another copy of Gravekeeper Spy.
Okay.
Suddenly, this is a lot of damage coming your way.
Yep.
I would like to play around Gores, of course, as always, and attack for 1200.
Okay.
And 1200 more.
Okay.
And 1800.
I'll just use my Sakuretsu for that one.
That sounds good.
It's a good Snatch Steal, a 2-for-1.
That's quite good actually. And we have our 2 Gravekeeper Spies, and that's about all we can do. So I'll pass it over to you.
I'll draw for turn. And ooh, I'm going to normal summon my Blade Knight.
Oh, that is a good one.
He has 1600 attack baseline, but as long as I have 1 or less cards in my hand, this card gains 400 attack. And if this card is the only monster that I control, I can negate all effects of flip monsters that it destroys. Sadly, this one already triggered,
Already flipped.
but I'd just like to deal 800 points of damage to you and take care of one of those Gravekeeper Spies.
800 will hurt, and I lose a Gravekeeper Spy.
Okay. And then I think I'm already gonna pass it over to you.
I'll draw for my turn. What is that mysterious face down card you have?
Could be anything. Could be a Sasuke Samurai number 4.
It could, it certainly could be. You know what? You're a little bit ahead of me in life, but I'm feeling like I'm a little bit ahead after I take this turn. So I'm not too worried about your life total. I'm gonna activate an Upstart Goblin to draw a card.
Okay.
And see what we get.
He's gonna activate another Upstart Goblin.
No, in fact, it's a card I can't even activate if I wanted to. So that's great. You know, I was really hoping to draw a playable card with that Upstart Goblin, but this is the situation we find ourselves in. So I think we just go to defense mode with our spy and set a card face down.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
I will draw for turn. So you just gave me back some life points, which I'm very thankful about. Question is, can I do something else with any of these? If one monster was 2000, the face down should not be another spy unless he's cheating.
Oh.
So, let me quickly check my deck if there's any things that I can look for that help me in this situation. I'm going to activate Reinforcement of the Army, which just lets me search my deck for a level 4 warrior type monster from my deck, add it to my hand, and then shuffle my deck. Old cards. Amazing.
Make sure to shuffle your deck afterwards. That's very important. That's the best part of the effect.
We all know what I'm going to do now.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to add Sasuke Samurai number 4 from my deck to my hand. Then I'm going to proceed to normal summon Sasuke Samurai number 4. And with the 1000 extra life points that I got from your Upstart Goblin, I would like to premature burial.
Oh, wow.
Another Sasuke Samurai number 4.
This is not looking good.
And then I'd like to go to battle phase.
That's how it's gonna happen, yeah.
My first Sasuke Samurai is going to attack your Gravekeeper's spy.
Okay.
As proven before, Tails never fails.
That's a Tails.
So Sasuke is going to cut up that spy. And yeah, since it works so well, I'm going to try this once more. Sasuke Samurai number 4, attack another face down. And before damage count, which means before the monster gets flipped up, I'm going to say, Tails never fails. And it works yet again. Well,
it was my Sinister Serpent. It was just, you were getting through no matter what.
Well, and then my Blade Knight would like to attack you for 2000.
I will take 2000.
Because I only have one card left in my hand. And then, with this symmetry, I'm going to just end my turn.
I don't know what gets me out of this situation.
Well, you were scared of one Sasuke Samurai number 4. What will you do to 2?
Nothing good, I don't think. Let's see. This actually kind of saves us, surprisingly. Crazy broken normal summon like most of the cards in GOAT. This is Tribe Infecting Virus.
I figured that was coming when you said this kind of saves us.
Yeah, so this lets me discard a card from my hand and I declare a monster type and destroy all face-up monsters of that type on the field. Not once per turn, somehow.
Remind me, I'm playing a mono-type deck, right?
Yeah, so I would like to discard my Thunder Dragon and declare warrior monsters.
Let me quickly check.
Just
Sasuke Samurai, he's a warrior.
there you go. Yep. What about the other Sasuke Samurai?
Sasuke Samurai, also a warrior.
Okay, just checking. Yeah.
This card has Knight in the name. Let me check. Blade Knight, also a warrior. Okay, yes, they all go. Mm-hmm. That was a good normal summon.
That was a very good card to draw. Yeah. And also, it actually turned back on our Chaos Engine. So I would like to banish a light and a dark to special summon apparently my boss monster, Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay.
Not as bad as it could be for you, right?
Nope.
And we're going to battle phase
Okay.
for 16 and 23.
That is 39. So that means I'm barely alive.
You're welcome for the Upstart Goblin.
With one card in hand, and 1 card to draw. We'll see if we can get back from this.
You got this, Johnny. Do it up.
I will draw, and I'm not even going to look at this card. I'm just gonna put it here to the side, and I'm gonna ask you real quick to check my graveyard for a light.
You still have, you have BLS again?
Maybe.
You have BLS again, bro? And you have 1 light and 1 dark?
Yes, I would like to go to my main phase and special summon from my hand
Oh my god.
the best warrior monster in the game!
How did this happen? I'm the chaos deck here.
Yes! And then I'd like to go to battle phase and make use of his amazing effect of attacking once, dealing 1400 points of damage, and then another time!
With ignition priority, I'd like to banish your... No, Johnny! You got me.
Well, that was another roller. That was a good card. I clearly am playing the better chaos deck.
I mean, you just had it all. You had Nobleman on my Spy. You had BLS both games. You had the Kaiku to stop my summon of Chaos Sorcerer originally.
None of that mattered. What I had was Sasuke Samurai number 4.